Troy, Alabama. A lot of fans might think that running through the tee is reserved for the Volunteers of Tennessee. But the Trojans here at the Vet would strongly disagree as we are set for a showdown on the wire rats. We've got a terrific matchup for you today. Rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him, but Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into running games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
The throw to the inside is complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll knock him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
That's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Running back searching for a hole. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now and 1st and goal. They are fuming.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. What a job on the front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in.
He's in for the score. Touchdown.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, man. The instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
In the middle, it's Thomas. He's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Got a man. It's Thomas. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
He runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got it in the middle of Higgins. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play. They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Back to pass. It's Crowder. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. It's a draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. The hands. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up in that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Looking to middle of the field, and it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, and it's Schwartz. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Behind the line, it's Lovett. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Here's the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting us out.
Target to the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub, they want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They'll run it from the gun. Got some room ahead of the goal line. And he's got a touchdown.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. By 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Looking to pass. It's he's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that first down marker. Fourth down coming up. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Guys, this offense will go back on. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down. Spotted at the 37.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll give it to the back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. That's caught. It's Lewis. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Power football.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake. Now a throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short reads, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hogan. Unloads to the right. Connection to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because first and second down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable fourth down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
It's good, and that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Lovett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds his man, it's Higgins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert the field. And here comes the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And this senior really has command of the entire attack right now. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. From the gun, running back on the move. He breaks a tackle, and he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The play action fake. Under pressure.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point that the offense can improve. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Hines is tied in. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll put in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lovett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to snap it quickly. Back to throw. They've got to be aware of the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Lovett.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And holding on to a first-half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
Checking, can you hear me now? Check, check, check. Okay, I think I got it now. I think I finally got it figured out. Okay. Yeah. All right, so apparently I spent the entire first half talking to myself and it not coming through on the video. So, fun times. Well, if you made it this far, welcome to my first ever stream. Obviously, I've got some things to figure out and some user errors on my end to work out, but I think I got the audio going now where you can hear me. So yeah, I just played an entire first half talking to myself, thinking it was coming through, and I don't think it was. If it was and you're hearing all this stuff again, I apologize if I end up repeating something you've already heard, because it was working and I wasn't aware of it. I apologize, but I don't think it was working. I think it was just pure game audio coming through, and I was talking into a muted mic the whole time. So I think we're good now. So yes, this is my first ever stream. I'll just repeat what I said the first half, and if you've heard it already, again, I apologize. But this is my first stream. Welcome. Long-time viewer, very first-time streamer. There we go, interception. Get in there. And I'm just trying to figure this stuff out. I do have the OBS, but I'm not running it right now. I'm just streaming directly from my PS5 for simplicity's sake, just to get the first one under my belt and kind of see how things are going. I don't have a capture card yet, so I'll need to get a capture card to really do the OBS, from what I understand, to do it properly. But here we are, and I would like to do some more. What you're seeing here, bad read. What you're seeing here is one of my team builder teams. I created Nicholls State University. They are an FCS team from the Southland Conference. And I've actually created all 10 of the Southland Conference teams. So what you're seeing is one of those that I made. I made these uniforms, which is obviously based off their actual uniforms. And I've populated the roster with actual players from their current 2025 roster. So the names you're seeing on the screen are actual football players from the 2025 Nicholls State football team. Now the depth chart may not be accurate. I know I've got a couple of the guys that I know for sure are starters. The quarterback for sure, Deuce Hogan. Number 1 right there, Solo Lewis, which I just told a story about a little while ago. I know they're starters for sure. Some of the other guys may not be starters, but they're at least on the team. I've got access to, on their website they have the roster posted, but they don't have a depth chart posted. So you just kind of, it's pure guessing game when it comes to where these guys are going. And at individual positions too is really difficult because a lot of teams will be listed like offensive linemen. Every single offensive lineman for every single team is just listed as offensive lineman. So I've got no idea if a guy is supposed to be a center or a tackle or if he's on the left side or the right side. But beyond that, you've got like defensive backs will be listed as just DB. So, all right, is he a safety or a corner? I've got no idea. Some teams will do it. Some teams will have them broken down into safeties and corners. But some teams only just have them listed as DB. Same with the defensive line. Occasionally you'll get a team that'll list them as D tackle or D end, so you know where to put them. Other times they're just all listed as defensive linemen. Linebackers are always just listed as linebacker. So yeah, it's tricky, and it just ends up being a pure guessing game to figure out the depth chart on these teams without sitting down and watching tons of game film and writing down notes and seeing who comes in when and where, which I do not have the time for. This was time consuming enough as it is. That's not something I was going to sit down and try to do. And then, of course, that's an ongoing thing. Depth charts will change from week to week sometimes. But that logo you see there, the N with the saber through it, I mentioned this earlier when my mic was apparently muted, but you'll notice on the side of the helmet, it's one thing I'm proud of, is the attention to detail that I put into these teams. Whenever somebody else has made a Nicholls team through the Team Builder app, you'll notice that the N logo with the saber through it is either facing the wrong direction on one side of the helmet, or they reversed it and you got a backwards N. Oh no. Safety got beat. The saber is supposed to be facing forward on both sides of the helmet. And the logo only comes, like when you're looking for it online, it only comes facing one way. So there's no way to do that without going in and physically editing the logo. So most people will either just slap the logo on there as it is and the saber's facing the wrong way, or they'll mirror the image, which gets the saber facing the right way, but it turns the N backwards. So I actually took the time to go in and edit the logo so you can see on the side of the helmets right here on the left side, right there is a good shot. You can see the saber and the N are both facing the correct direction on the left side. That was, again, time consuming, but it was something that I wanted to do it right. So that is correct. I'm rather proud of that fact.
I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive.
Nicholls, of course, is a FCS school, as I mentioned, out of Thibodaux, Louisiana. And they're the home of the Manning Passing Academy, where they have They've been holding that since, gosh, that's been hosted there since, I want to say, the late 90s. It's been held at Nichols in Thibodaux. It's been there for a long time. So, like I said, I've got all 10 of the Southland Conference teams created, including Nichols, and I do have plans on streaming. I have plans to use those in my streams here soon. I've got some stuff I would like to do that I'm planning on working on. This is just kind of this being my first stream. This is basically purely a test, just to see how I can do this, get my first stream under my belt, and work out the kinks and make sure I know how to get the mic working and so on and so forth. So that's what we're doing. So thank you for watching. Thank you for checking me out, checking my video out, I should say. You can't see me, but yeah, that's pretty good. But I lost my train of thought.
And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
Yeah, I've got plans for the Southland Conference teams and doing some streams with them. I've got something up my sleeve, so to speak, that's in the works that I'd like to do, so check that out. If you're watching this after the fact, which you probably are, because I don't believe there are anyone watching me as I'm streaming this live, thank you for checking it out again. And if you were interested in some of my other created teams and just watching some more content, then, check it out. I don't have a schedule worked out yet or anything. I'm still trying to figure a lot of this stuff out. So I'll probably be streaming sporadically at first until I get things going, and then I will kind of go from there and just kind of see how things go. I'll primarily be doing college football 26. I may also work in some Destiny 2. I've been playing Destiny 2 for a long time. I've been playing Destiny for a long time. Why did you throw that at his feet, dude? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a Destiny player from year one. I'm talking Destiny 1, year 1. I came in on Destiny during House of Wolves expansion, and I've been playing ever since, kind of off and on, more off lately than on. But haven't played much here in the last, I guess, the last year or so. Haven't played too much, just here and there. Let's do this. Flip it. But yeah, I might do some Destiny streaming too, for fun. We'll see how it goes. If I enjoy doing this, so those are the primary games I play. I don't do not a lot of variety in my gaming life. It's college football and Destiny. I've got a couple other games, but I don't play them terribly often. So we can get Lewis open here. Oh, I was there. 50-yard field goal. Let's see, we go for it. Let's go for it. Let's see. Run that.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
No. Did I get fortunate? Did I get a pass interference on that? I sure did. I got lucky. I got lucky on that one.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Man, oh man, those types of penalties.
But games, okay, games. Gran Turismo. I've played Gran Turismo for a while. I haven't played that one in a bit, but that's another one. I don't know if I'll stream that one, but I might. I used to play Fallout 4. It's been a long time since I played that one now. But yeah, Destiny and college football are going to be probably my primary streaming games, unless I just, you know.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to stop.
So again, if you didn't hear my first half speech, Nichols, this team on here is rated a lot higher than what they would be or should be in real life. The Team Builder app only gives you so many rosters to choose from. So there's pre-made rosters that kind of in a drop-down menu that you can pick when you're making your team. And those rosters are, have preset ratings for their players and overall ratings. And basically you get what you get. So there's a powerhouse. So if you click powerhouse is the highest rated team. They're like an 88, I believe, or an 89 overall rating. So they're up there like next to Alabama, which is obviously way too high, so I didn't use that on any of my teams. But if you pick Powerhouse, you get the exact same players every single. It's not like it doesn't randomize or anything. They're preset. That's what they are. There's only 4 or 5, maybe 6 to choose from, tops. And the lowest one is the Cupcake, which I think is a 73 overall, if I remember correctly. And even at that, that's, to be honest with you, that's probably what happened? Okay, screen went black. If we're being honest, that's probably still too high for these FCS teams like Nichols. But that's as low as you can go. And when you're making multiple teams that are supposed to be playing each other in the same conference, like I'm doing, I've got 10 teams and only 5 or 6 rosters to choose from. Less if I don't want to use the Powerhouse, which I don't. So, that cuts down an already limited selection down even further. Then you don't want to use the exact same roster for every single team. That gets boring. You just get a bunch of clones of each other. So I've got to use the different roster options to create some sort of variety between the different teams. And all of the other teams outside of Cupcake are rated 80 and above, which is way too high for FCS teams. But that's all I've got to choose from. So it is what it is, and so Nichols is, they're an 80-something, whatever their rating is. I'd have to go back and look, but that's just how it works out. It's a video game after all, so it's, not that big of a deal. But yes, they are performing a lot better than they would in real life. Partly because I'm controlling them, playing them. Partly because they're just rated a lot higher than they should be. And I do not have it on very high difficulty rating. I don't play on Heisman. As I was saying in the first half, when I sit down and play, particularly this game, I like to just kind of sit down and zone out. I play very vanilla. I don't go through a bunch of audibles. I'll do the occasional hot route I do an occasional audible, but you know, I'm not doing all kinds of coverage changes and you know, switching to line blocking and designating the Mike linebackers and all that other stuff. I've done that before. I've got to be in the mood to do that. 99% of the time, I'm just on here to chill out and relax, and I'm not worried about competitiveness. I just want to sit back and not have to stress out over anything. You know, I've got enough things in our lives to stress us out with. I know I do, at least, and I don't need to come home and oof, he missed. Don't need to come home and stress out over a video game. So I just play very vanilla. Line up, you know, call a play, line up, and run it basically. Most I'll do is usually I might flip a play from left to right. I might call a hot route once in a while. Usually it's a running back to keep an extra blocker in if I feel like they're going to blitz or something. You know, I'll do a little bit of the audible stuff, but not hardcore or anything. And then defensively, I apologize if I mentioned this in the second half already, but I know I talked about it. I think it was the first half when I talked about it. But usually on defense, I play defensive line and I just rush. I let the CPU handle coverage. Just because it's so hard to cover, you can't cover the whole field. So even if I was dropping back, I would only be covering a small portion of the field. I could hang out in the middle maybe, but it doesn't do any good if they're going to throw the ball to the deep left and I'm sitting in the middle. Likewise, it doesn't do me any good to cover deep left if they're just going to throw a slant route to the right. So no matter where you play in coverage, you can't cover everything, and the CPU is going to be covering 99% of the field anyway. So I figure this way I'll just let the CPU handle the coverage completely, and this way I can rush the passer, and I can try to affect the game that way by rushing the passer. And even if I don't sack them, a lot of times you can get pressure on them, and that's kind of something I can control. And then if there is a play made, you can do the quick switch to the nearest player to the ball and kind of take control of them that way. So that's kind of my defensive strategy in playing. This way I can affect the run game pretty decently, as well as sometimes as well as the pass game, because again, if I can get pressure or get a sack on them, then that'll certainly have an effect on the pass game. So get away. No, you idiot. Why did you catch that? All right. Sorry. There's one thing I will do. I'll do motion. I'll do pre-snap motions. Ooh. Just, let the clock run. But I mean, I'm up 44-3. It's not like it's not like I'm in danger of losing this one. Let's get out of the end zone. There we go. All right, that will do it for this game. No, I didn't pull up the quarterback kneel. I think that would be a suggested play, but that's fine. We'll let the clock run. I think that'll do it for my first stream. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and watching, or watching after the fact at least. This was a fun experiment for me, and hopefully I got things figured out now, so we'll try this again sometime soon, and eventually I will get around to what I want to work on with some more of these FCS teams that I've got created that I have on here. So let's look at my stats. So yeah, definitely tune in for that if you would like to see what I've got up my sleeve. And thanks again for watching. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty. I will be signing off now. Thanks again. Bye.